Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were shut on Friday on account of Independence Day, so no cues coming out from there. European markets however were down anywhere from 0.2 to about 0.75%. No major economic data points to look at. And today morning when we look at the Asian markets, Nikkei is flat and Hang Seng and Shanghai both are down about 0.25%. So marginal cuts across some of the Asian markets. And when we look at the SGX Nifty, it's suggesting that we are going to open up about 15 odd points around 7,800 levels. On Friday, we had a spectacular rally in the latter half of the day after seeing initial cut in the morning session. And in terms of flows, friends, FIs were net bias in the cash market to the tune of 943 crore. The domestic institutional sellers in the cash market to the tune of 853 crore, and in the index futures, the FIs were biased to the tune of 58 odd crore. Overall, we have seen a spectacular pre-budget rally in the past about 6 to 7 trading sessions, and the breadth of the market or the participation of the market is phenomenal. Across sectors, we are seeing participation, be it automobiles, textiles, infra space, power space. We are seeing spate of QIPs from different companies, and the response has been phenomenal. So overall momentum in the market is extremely good. However, this is going to be a crucial week in terms of event, since on 10th we will have the union budget being presented by the Finance Minister Mr. Arun Jaitley. So expect some kind of a caution just a couple of days ahead of that. But overall bias with the market continues to be positive. On that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the F&O desk.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. On Friday, market started the session on a positive note, and soon after touching an intraday high at around 7755 levels, market started falling and took the Nifty below the mark of 7700 odd levels. Later in mid-afternoon trade, we have seen that Nifty showed resilience at lower levels and bounced back sharply and made a new intraday high as well as lifetime high at around 7790 odd levels. And Nifty finally snapped the session with a marginal gain of 0.60%. In this period, we have seen that short positions was squared up by market players as around 0.34 lakh shares were reduced in open interest, approximately 600 contracts were reduced, and Nifty futures price increased by approximately 45 rupees. On the other hand, cost of carry increased by 50% from 3.59 to 5.39%, and Nifty futures premium also increased from 21.31 odd levels. On the options front, PCR has decreased marginally from 0.77 to 0.75, which is clearly indicating that call option has seen good activity than put option. India VIX also increased by 2% from 17.81 to 18.16%, and ahead of many events lined up in this week, so we may see volatility to increase further from current levels. On the options front, we have seen that 7,800 has seen good activity followed by 8,000, and now 8,200 also has getting active from 2 days, past 2 continuous 2 days. On the put option side, we have seen that reduction was seen in 7,600 put option, and good amount of build-up was seen in 7,700 put option, which is also a positive sign for the market. There are 5 securities in ban period today, that means no one can take the fresh position in following stocks. One is Dish TV, second is GMR Infra, third is HDL, fourth is Indiabulls Real Estate, and fifth is Unity. On Friday, FIs were net sellers of approximately 860 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of hardly 53 crores in index futures. They were net sellers of 141 crores in index options. They were net sellers of 756 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 16 crore in stock options. Our Friday CPM stands at 7730. Lower range for the market would be 7700 and higher range would be 7814, which is our straddle break-even point. So once market will cross this level, we may see Nifty may move towards 7900, 8000 mark. And Singapore Nifty is up by marginally 2 points, which is at 7790. We may see margin flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action report, starting with actionable ideas. First of all, on Tata Power, we have some positive news as the company will sell 5% stake in its Indonesian coal company KPC for about $250 million. So this will help Tata Power to cut its debt, and this is definitely a big positive trigger for Tata Power, so one can go long there with the stop loss of 105. and a target of about 110 to about 112. Adani Port, again some positive news as the company has signed a pact with France's CMA CGM Group to develop a fourth container terminal at its Mundra port. So one can go long on Adani Port with a stop loss of 270 rupees and a target of about 284 to about 290. Here is a list of stocks with positive and negative bias for the day traders. So stocks with positive bias are State Bank of India, Tata Chemical, Power Grid, LIC Housing and IRB, and stocks with negative bias are JSW Steel, Mahindra Finance, Tata Steel and Sesa Starlight. In other news update, Arcom plans to slash almost about 37% of its 15,000 strong workforce as a part of major restructuring, and some part of these operations will be outsourced to the call center. So this is definitely an important development. So there might be some positive reaction to the Arcom stock in today's market, and JSW Steel is looking at charging about 0.5% of the revenue as royalty for the brand usage. So this could be a bit of a negative, in fact, for JSW Steel stock in today's market. United Spirits shareholders have approved the sale of its UK arm White and Mackey stake for about 430 million pounds, and this is definitely a bit of positive, though it has been talked about in the market, but the final shareholder approval could be a bit of positive for the United Spirits stock. And JSW Energy is looking at raising about 5,000 crore through a QIP in the current year. In other news, the Competition Commission has cleared the M&M's proposed 40% stake sale in its seed potato business to Deutsche company as ZPC Holland. So some positive news for M&M. And IDBI is also looking at raising about 4,000 crore through the QIP route. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.